Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome again, and thanks for coming back. I hope you are all having a lovely day wherever you are, morning, afternoon, evening, and I hope you're all, guess what, vibing and thriving. Before the video starts, please click on the subscribe button and help your girl out, please. And don't forget to like as well, because it helps with the algorithm, and then YouTube can recommend my video to other people as well. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be dropping some 10 facts about me. Now, I know some people have like their quirks and things like that. I wouldn't say that these are quirks. I think there's probably one that's just a little bit of a quirky kind of like thing about me, but on the whole, I think these are just kind of like normal 10 facts about me. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get straight into it. I wrote them on my phone so I don't forget what it was what I wanted to say. But fact number one is that I actually only use one side of a towel. Whether it's like a bath towel or whatever, I don't know, flannel or beach towel, it always has to be the same side, and it's always a side without the label. For some reason in my head, the label part equates somehow to the part that should not be used. I don't know why, but that's kind of like what the robots in my head kind of tell me. So I always avoid that part. That part, if I'm hanging my towel up, that would be the part that would touch the door, for example. Again, I don't know. I just don't know. And if my towel fell down, I would rather it fell down on that side. So then the other side where I actually use, to clean myself, doesn't come like with any dirt. I don't know. It's a bit strange, but that's one fact about me. Second fact about me is that I enjoy spending time on my own. I know some people prefer being around people, and I do too, but most of the time I'm like really happy on my own. I enjoy my own company when I'm around just the house, and just chilling, minding my business and watching my series, or like reading a book or writing or listening to music. Like, I'm content in my own company, and that's one thing that I feel like it's, because of that, like, it shaped the way I see the world, and it shaped the way I see, like, just, things in general. Like, there's nothing that anyone can do for me that I can't do for myself. So, yeah, that's fun. Well, not really a fun fact, but it is a fact about moi. I think actually the personality test, I took a personality test, 16 personalities. I don't think that's actually the name, because I think when I was doing some research, I saw some names I can't remember. Anyway, in that test, my personality trait is an advocate, and apparently I think I was like 56. Oh, I got a text message. I got about 56% like introvert, or maybe it was the other way around. I can't really remember, but the point is I can generally be quite introverted, and actually share personality traits with Nelson Mandela, and also I think Martin Luther King. So I don't know what that means, but I'll take that. Fact number 3 is that I've always wanted to be an author. I don't know where my love for words came from, but even growing up in like secondary school, in primary school, I kind of always liked like words comprehension, like English, not even just English, because I just liked words. But that obviously, growing up in a where you predominantly speak English, the love kind of like just, once you hone into that, it just kind of like grows deeper and deeper. And I always knew that I wanted to write a book. I always knew or imagined myself doing something as like an author, or like just a writer really in general. That's kind of like where my heart has always been. So yeah, I've always wanted to be an author, and who knows what the big G up there has planned for me. And whenever it is, I'm sure it's gonna be good. So fact number 4 is, as a kid, I wanted to be an Egyptologist. Very random, I know, but I was fascinated by mummies and tombs and pyramids and just the desert and all that comes with that. I was really fascinated by it. And I think actually that fascination came from watching the film The Mummy. Really like that film, great film. And I think, yeah, it just came from there. And ever since then I was like, I wanted to be an Egypt. That's all I kept talking about for a while. And then I moved on to wanting to be an actress. Or maybe that happened at the same time. I thought maybe I could act in some, you know, Egyptian style films or something, I don't know. But I wanted to be an actress as well, as a kid. So who knows, the sky is not my limit, neither it's yours. Capiche? Okay, fact number 6 is, I'm gonna have to get a little bit serious with this because I know sometimes I'm always joking around. Fact number 6 is, I don't think I've ever been in love. Oh, my chair's making a funny noise, but you probably can't hear that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in love. I think in the times where I thought it was love, obviously thought it was love, but the older you get, the more you learn and the more knowledge you acquire, right? And as you acquire more knowledge, you start to realize that the answers that you thought you had back then weren't actually the answers. And so it's kind of a little bit like that. So yeah, I don't think I've ever been in love. And yeah, who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know, do you? Anyway, fact number 7, I prefer classical music over mainstream music. And by mainstream, I mostly mean like pop music. I don't really listen to any other kind of, I don't listen to rock or anything like that, but mostly pop. I can, you know, R&B, hip hop, but I just generally just don't have my radio on. I don't keep track of like top 50 charts and top 25, blah, 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 blah. I don't keep up with stuff like that. So I actually realized, I think a couple of days ago, I actually don't keep up with a lot of things in society. Like, people tell me like, oh, this person did this, this celebrity did this, or I don't know, this media or public figure or whatever did this, and I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, it happened like 3 years ago, and I'm like, really? Where have I been 3 years? You know, I might just be like living in a cave somewhere, like far away from civilization. I don't know. Maybe I have. So yeah. Next fact is, I mostly listen to Afrobeats. Now, Afrobeats is my thing. Yeah. Let me stop playing. Yeah, I actually mostly only listen to Afrobeats. I don't know, like there's something about the melodies and like, you know, the culture and the vibes and the coolness that kind of just pulls you in. And I like dancing too, so I personally feel like Afrobeats is the best genre of music to dance to. Argue with your mama. Fact number 9, I make a mean, and by mean I mean mean. Did you hear that? Should I get louder? Mean! Yeah, I make a mean lasagna, and my friends can have me on that. I've had people licking plates. I've had people recommending friends. Word of mouth, you know, like sometimes when the greatness is there, not a lot of people can bring the shine down. You feel me? If you're just, it's in you, not on you. Don't let that go be ahead. Okay, so let me stop playing. Blah, blah, blah. And fact number 10 is, this is so annoying that I even wrote this, and this is so annoying that I'm letting people past the G front that I have, because I'm a big old G, okay? I thug thizzle in the streets. I'm joking. Is that I'm a big freaking softie. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk. Let's have a real conversation, because this is just not okay. I hate how soft my heart is. I'll be crying when a bee dies. I'll be crying when I see someone hug someone. I'll be crying when I see an elderly person walk past. Like, I just be crying. I don't know. I just have such a, like, I remember I watched a film and I was with a friend at the time. I was with a friend and we were watching a film together. It was, what was the film called? All the Bright Places, I think, with Dakota Fanning's sister. So in this film, she has lost her sister, and I guess she's going through the grieving process, and introduce the male character who happens to be a love interest at the same time, and the whole time it follows her journey, kind of like going through her grief. But then simultaneously, there's also another story that wasn't shown until the last minute, which is the male character story, who is also battling his own demons and working through his own crap, you know, because we're all not perfect. We all have things that we have to work on, or things that feels heavy, you know, on us. And right at the end, he kind of like, the story kind of showcases how she comes out of her grief, but then simultaneously as well, he kind of succumbs to his grief. And I thought that was so powerful, and it was just so sad because, oh, look at me, I'm so sad. Because I felt like, you know, people shouldn't go through tough things on their own. People should know that they always have someone that they can turn to. People want to be seen, people want to be heard, people want to be loved. And I think those three things are so simple and so easy for us to do in a kind of like a, you know, unconditional, well, as unconditional as we possibly can. Because again, obviously, to be completely unconditional means that you're, I don't know, Jesus, basically. So yeah, you know, just to try our best to be there for people. So I was like basically in tears in this film, and my friend was just like bone face, straight face, no tears whatsoever. I'm just like, why am I in my head like, why am I so emotional? I'm trying to thug it. I'm like, ugh, I ain't crying. Yeah, I'm just a softie. So, but don't think, you know, don't mistake that for my weakness either. Don't mistake that for weakness. Like, I'm a softie, but I'm also a diva, and I might backhand you up. I'm joking. No, yeah, I'm not a pushover. Being a softie doesn't make me. It did once upon a time ago, but because of that once upon a time ago, I learned, and several other once upon a times ago after the initial ones. No, maybe, yeah, you know, basically lessons have been learned. So I can be soft, but I'm also not a pushover, and please don't mistake me being a pushover because I am a softie. I'm a nice person. So I hope you've enjoyed I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that this video makes you feel like you know me a little bit more. I hope you've enjoyed the 10 facts about me. Let me know how I did in the video in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. It's literally free. All you have to do is literally click a screen just like that. Look, click it. See? Click it. Right. Thank you so much for being part of my community. Help me grow so we can connect more and be more positive to the people in our lives. Until then, you know what I'm about to say. Your girl is out. Peace. Mwah.